everybody, I'm Yu-Gi-Oh! Deckmaster, and I decided I'm going to show off my Monarch deck a little bit. I plan on doing a deck special of this sometime next year, because I kind of already got what's lined up and what I can put towards money-wise on the decks I'll be doing this year. So this is going to be a couple playthroughs. The first one's going to be a Burning Abyss deck versus my Monarch deck, and I'll let you know as we go on what else we'll be facing. I got 3 duels lined up, so if you like, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And with that said, let's get started with the duel. For the opening hand, we have Raziel, we'll call him Raz, versus me. He's playing Burning Abyss. He has Tour Guide, Book of Moon, Crane, Dimensional Slide. For those of you who don't know what this does, when a monster or monsters is special summoned to your side of the field, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, banish that target. If the summoned monster is an XYZ monster, you can activate this card on this turn, meaning if you special summon an XYZ monster to your field, the turn this card's set, you can flip it straight up and just go off and banish the face-up monster on your opponent's field. And Bottomless Trap Hole. I got Duality, Raza, Ghost Frost, well, Jack Frost, Enemy Controller, and an Effect Veiler. With that said, let's get started with the first part of the duel, shall we? Okay. He's going to, of course, summon Tour Guide. Most of the time, people would go for a Burning Abyss monster, like, well, you know what, actually, I don't really know much about them, except that they follow the Dante series. I Veiler it, and he throws Book, Slice, and Bottomless down. Ends his turn, I enter my draw phase, MSTing his Bottomless, Duality into Swamp Frog. The Swamp Frog will get me somewhat of a plus here. Give me my Treeborn in the grave. This is a Frognarch deck. Treeborn's kind of your main goal. If you don't have it, you're hurting, but that's where Frost and Vader and even Gores come into play, or Stormforth. He ends up going into a play, bringing out Dante, triggering that, both those guys' effects. Sorry, their names do not show up very well on here. I'll take the 1,000 and then turn Dante face down. I figured he'd get some advantage here. He gets Tour Guide from the Burning Abyss guys. When I see my face, I'll bring back Treeborn, Econ it for his Curry Bandit. This will give me an extra tribute, give me an extra couple monsters in the field. Go ahead and tribute Raza. Bouncing back is Dante. Don't want him getting the grave effect that Dante gets. And then flip up Jack Frost Exceed into Dullahan. Dullahan will give me that extra shrink each turn, once per turn. I'll deal 3,600 points of damage, ending my turn. He goes into another dimensional slide. He's going to summon Crane will get back a level 3 from the grave. Why he goes Curry Bandit and not one of the Burning Abyss, I do not know. Banishing with Slide, banishing my Raza, and then sliding again because he exceeds into Dante, banishing my Dullahan, but I'll chain it to have the attack. I mean, I figured I might as well at least lower the damage I'm going to take. Or just for the hell of it. I mean, I guess I really ain't going to take any damage since I got Battle Fader in hand. Been having sinus problems as of recently, so if I'm not on as often as I could be, it's because I'm dealing with massive amounts of pain. I'm on 3 different kinds of steroids and antibiotics and stuff to help with the inflammation, so... Anyway, I, do the whole Treeborn Frog, banish for 1,000 attack. He gets this little fucker back to hand. But that's okay. Monarchs are straight up a 1-for-1 card. Each turn you summon, you get that 1-for-1 effect off. I do run some cards that get continuous effects. He special summons them through their own effect, of course, because there's no spell or traps. They won't get their grave effect, though. He Tour Guides into a Curry Bandit. I'm going to take some damage here. There's no choice in that matter. But Monarchs are all a 1-for-1 type deck. You're gonna get your pluses off that way. He exceeds into Zamines, ends his turn. I draw into Battle Fader. I'll go ahead and summon Treeborn, summon Swamp Frog, thin out my deck a little bit, drop in another Treeborn, just in case one gets negated, because the new rulings for it is if it's negated, you can't reuse its effect, but if you have 2 in the grave, you can bypass that. He draws into that, attacks me for 18. I could have Battle Fadered there, but I was just like, that seems like a bad idea. I draw into Light and Darkness Dragon. I'm going to go ahead and end my turn there without bringing out Treeborn, because my goal idea here is to work around this. He'll attack with Zamines. I'll summon Fader, stopping both his attacks. Treeborn will come back. Ooh, Mega Mobius, too. Comes in handy when you get Treeborn. Pop 3 cards. And they can't chain it. I deal 1,000 points of damage, and now it's his go. He gets negated. Drops me down to 23. But, you know, that's the point of Light and Darkness Dragon, is he replenishes the resources the opponent has. He's going to play Lightning Vortex, discarding the Burning Abyss monster, but it's not going to do much. It'll drop me down to 18. That will go off, dropping me down to 13, but yet again, he lost a lot of different resources here. Could have even summoned Curry Bandit, still could have negated that. I'll go ahead and use Treeborn's effect. Now, I activate one, it gets negated. I have to activate the other one, because once it's negated, I can't do it again with the same one. Now, Treeborn will come back to the field this time because he's too weak to negate. I'll go ahead and tribute that for the rest of the damage needed to win the game. And I know this guy, Razel, is not that great of a player when it comes to the Burning Abysses. He made a lot of mistakes, and I probably only won because of those mistakes. A real good player might have done a lot better. Let's find out how well this deck holds up in the other duels, shall we? Alright, y'all, here we go. This is going to be me versus Sacred Player. Sacred Player is playing a Lightsworn, Shadoll, Artifact-ish type deck, and of course I'm playing Frognarch. Okay, this round is going to start off with him having Artifact, Mortath, however you pronounce that. I know I'm butchering it. Artifact Ignition, Lumina, Facing the Shadows, and another Artifact blue guy. I got Stormforth, Upstart Goblin, which is not bad. I mean, that can give me a good draw. Swamp Frog, which will get me Treeborn, always good. Raza, and Vanity's Fiend, which Artifact players hate this fucker with no passion. Hate this fucker with all their passion, I should say, because when this guy's out, it just stops everything. Shadolls can't do nothing. Lightsworns can't summon their big monsters. Artifacts can't go off because they have to be special summoned, and this guy just shits on all that. So let's see how this plays out, shall we? Okay, I'm going to Upstart Goblin, get me a Jack Frost, that's not bad. Swamp Frog will bounce up, bounce into Treeborn to grave, bounce back, because I want Jack Frost to be able to go off if able. Okay, he gets a Raiden in hand. He's going to summon Raiden, L2. Looks like it was an artifact, or not an artifact, but a dragon. Why didn't Dragon's effect go off? I Jack Frost him. He ends with Ignition, Shadows, and Blue Guy. I tribute out Vanity's Fiend, and attack his Raiden and end. He sets a dragon. I'll go ahead and Fourth Storm it, summon Raza, and bounce back Ignition. He chains Shadow. He chains Ignition. Okay, he destroys his blue guy, which means normally he'd be special summoned back, but Vanity's Fiend says, fuck you, it ain't happening. And there you go. He'll get Dragon's Effect. He'll get Beast's Effect to draw a card. But at that point in time, once he realized that he was unable to special summon, he went ahead and rage quit. Okay, let's go on to the final duel, shall we? Alright, y'all. This is going to be me versus a Lightsworn ruler deck. My opponent is Hellhammer. He has Eclipse Wyvern, Mervina, Redox, Judgment, and Necro Gardener. I have Swamp Frog, with the added bonus of a Treeborn Frog, which means special summoning Swamp and discarding either another Treeborn or most likely another Treeborn. Get you pluses. And then, of course, yet again, Vanity's Fiend. I run 2, by the way. 3 Razas and 3 Chaoses, so this type of hand is really good. And I contribute first turn since Swamp can be special. Though, if I'm going first, that would be a bad idea. Because, you know, Monarchs have to use their effects. Let's see what happens. Sorry, it was freezing up on me. Okay, he sets Eclipse Wyvern. Okay. Oh! Nice. I'll thin out my deck big time. Sending a Treeborn. It's a special to send a Treeborn. Then send a Swamp Frog to special to send another Swamp Frog. And then Tribute. That'll pretty much get all the frogs out. Banish Wyvern, which means no effect. 2400 direct bitch slap. And I'll end with that. It's a pretty big play. Kind of sets your dominant. Ooh, drawing into a wolf. Ow. Only move she could do is do that. It looked like a Raikou and a Raiden were milled. Treeborn's going to come back. I'm going to most likely tribute for Vanities because, you know, you don't want the special summonings getting off. And the second I summon it to the field, he realizes he's fucked and forfeits yet again. Vanity's Fiend seems to be the dominant profile of the deck. You get that bitch out, most decks just go, fuck you, I'm out of here. Anyway, those are my duels. If you like, please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I wish you all a wonderful week. And peace out. Rock on.